Yo, how y'all doing? Don't mind that. Actually, um, how y'all doing today? I hope y'all are having a great day. I hope this is being good for you. Um, it is Wednesday. It is the crossroads of the week, and I have a crossroads message for you. Crossroads messages for you. All right. Now, being at a crossroads can be multiple things. It could be a number of things. You could be feeling stuck and you need to know how to move forward, whether that be straight ahead, going left or going right. We don't want to go back. We don't like going backwards, so we like to go forward. Or we need to make a little turn, left or right, change our direction, how we're going. Um, yeah. So we're here to figure out how you can get on to the next thing. All right, all right. And I got my emotional support fan with me. It's less about the environment being warm and more like the energy being warm within me. But yeah. Ooh, before I do that, let me get the energy together. Let me get my little spray. Oh, gotta cover my cup. Gotta cover my cup, cause stay warm. And where is it? No, it's good. Okay, cool. I look up, make sure I'm good. All right. So, Gone Botanica. I love this deck. I've said it before. I will continue to say it because I do. I love all my decks. All my decks make me happy. Currently, I'm obsessed with this one because I just got it and I'm working with it a lot more to get a feel for it. Every deck has general gist of the cards, but various decks, different decks give me a different energy, and that's just how it is. So let's see what's going on for the people. What do the people need to know? Got the Knight of Cups. You got the Hangman. Okay. The Hangman, at this point, I kind of want to just pull out the Hangman and leave it up there because I feel like this is going to come out a lot. But, to be seen. So, Hangman, hanged person, hanged one, whatever. Knight of Cups, Page of Cups. My friend, you have an emotional road ahead of you. You have something emotional that's going on. Baby, the best way I can tell you to get ahead of this actually is to go ahead and grieve and let's move on. Okay. You know what comes to mind is the Odyssey. The Odyssey comes to mind, and where the Odyssey takes place after the War of Troy, after and Odysseus is making his way back to the island and back to Penelope, and he encounters all of these issues. He encounters like a whole bunch of stuff. A couple of islands, he's going to do some heroic things. And then he has to fight a sea monster. And then he comes to an island with Cersei. And Cersei is like, oh, my man. Okay. Now she also be turning these men into pigs, but she basically keeps him there. He ends up being on this island for a while. What's good, Unlimited? How you doing today, friend? How you doing today? So don't say, and then eventually he realizes that he has people waiting for him, and he comes out of the whole thing. Then you feel like, babe, I'm good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. So eventually he comes to his senses and he realizes, oh no, I'm still on a journey. I still have things I need to do. And because of that, he snaps out of it, gets back aboard his ship, and he sails back to Penelope. Now, I'm pretty sure there's some more adventures that's in between, but the point is that you're coming out of this feeling of like this pit stop. And a pit stop is probably someone that you had, probably a lover. It's probably a passionate situation that has your emotions tied into it. And you're waking up and you're realizing, oh no, this is not what I thought it was. This is not, this is temporary. I thought this was going to be a forever thing, and it's not, right? But because it was never supposed to be a forever thing. It was always going to be temporary. You were not here to be a forever thing. You were not here to be there forever. You were there as a pit stop. Right? It's like you decide to get in a relationship, you entertaining somebody, and you're saying somebody, and then you think to yourself, I'm just gonna play around. I'm just gonna be here just to date. And then you go on a date, and then you go on two more dates, and then y'all start hanging out with each other. And then you look up, you're in a whole relationship, and you're like, wait a minute, how did I get here? And then you wake up and you realize, oh wait, no, this is supposed to be temporary. Let me get on. Let me move. So this is you moving. This is how you move forward, right? You have to get out the love bubble, baby. You got to wake up and you got to make the movements. Now, is it going to hurt because you got to leave? Yeah, bittersweet. But you know that for your growth, for your elevation, for your advancement, you got to leave this person. You got to leave the situation. You got to leave whatever this is that's keeping you behind, right? Right. All right. There's better. There's better for you, you know? And honestly, I don't even think that the path that you're on is even romantic. It's not what you're trying to do. I think that this romantic partner, this romantic situation, or this situation that's just tugging on your heartstrings is what's distracting you from your actual thing, you know? It's distracting you from doing the actual thing and doing what you need to do. So now you're back on track. Don't let love, family members that need your help, you know, people that want your attention and your time and your energy, don't let them pull you off your path again. Because that's what's the problem. That's why you're stuck. It's because your energy is in the wrong place. You know? Your energy is in the wrong place. So yeah. Yeah, time and your energy is being put in the wrong place. So direct that away from those things that make you emotional, that love. Don't let that be a distraction. Don't let that person be a distraction to you. All right, dear ones. Let's see what else we got. Just, I ain't never seen somebody correct a wild comment like that. Made the wild comment and then corrected, went back and corrected it. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, let's see what else we got. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, look. So this one is actually very straightforward, right? So what we got is the Five of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and then the Judgment card. My love, straightforward. Hey, look. Change your actions, change your routine. You're going about something in a way that's not conducive to you and your growth. How you're doing it is an issue. It's a matter of how you're doing it, right path, wrong vehicle. Okay? You have the right goal, an idea in mind, right? You're on the right road, but how you're doing it is the problem. So I actually want to explore that a little bit. They're like, dang, you just gonna tell me I'm doing wrong? Because the judgment is here, right? The Ace of Cups talks about being fulfilled and having new opportunities and new ways to fill your cup, having new things bloom, emotional, all that good stuff. The Five of Wands talks about change in action. You need to change how you're doing something, how things are coming on. And I'm just realizing that there's golden apples on here. So to me, that brings me back to, was it Jason? I think it's Jason who had to go and get the golden apples out of the garden. So you got this mission that would feel impossible almost. And it feels impossible and unattainable because you don't have the right help and you don't have the right tools. So what you have to do is go seek out the right people for what you got going. The areas that you're in, the people that you're associating with, the people that you're asking for help from, the people that you're associating yourself with, and I said that already, I don't know. Anyway, the people you're hanging around with, the places that you're at, it's the wrong places and the wrong people. Go find you some people that are doing the thing that you want to do, right? They say that you are who you hang out with. You are your friends. You are your circle. If everybody around you, you in a group of 5 people, 4 of those people are vibrating super high and you trying to get up there, your energy is going to get raised. Why? Because the majority of those people are vibrating high. And you spend so much time in that energy, you gonna be lifted up. Because you're experiencing what that's like to be in that way. Because those people are gonna do high vibrational things. Um, and that's to get you where you need to be. You're going to get what you deserve. You'll get what you deserve. You'll get there. But you got to be in a different crowd. You got to be with a different crowd. That's really what it boils down to. The people that you're around. Yes, you ain't got to cut your friends off. But implement a time and a place. A time and a place for everything. So you got friends that like to go to brunch. You got friends. And nothing wrong with brunch. I enjoy a brunch. But you got friends that want to go out every weekend. Y'all want to go out places. Y'all want to go do things cool. But going out doesn't always mean a club. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't always mean going to the club. Go have fun, yes. Go to the club, go to the bar, go turn up. But it ain't gotta be an every weekend thing. There's other places. Turn up at the spa. Turn up at the museum. Turn up at the park. Festivals. You know how you can elevate your experience than just going out at the bar all the time? Go to a festival. You can sing, dance, throw it in a circle, throw it in a hexagon, throw it in whatever shape you choose. All right? And you can have some good food. And you know the food is going to be good. You got to pay a little extra. But at least you know that if you paying $15 for a plate, your plate ain't going to be looking like this. You ain't gonna have 3 wings for paying $15. It ain't gonna happen. All right, you pay $15 at the festival. You got the wings, the fries, the dipping sauce. They got a little extra, little sprinkle on there. You got a pickle on the side. You got fries. You get where I'm going with this. All right, elevate your circle, elevate your experiences, and you're gonna get to where you need to be. That actually, thank you for that clarity. I was gonna pull another card, but did not need that. Thanks, guys. All right. What else we got for the peoples? Making it way downtown. Walking fast. Faces passing. Home now. I don't know why they popped in my head. Just making my way through the crowd. I know she's talking about something else, but listen to just that part. Somebody's just treading water, or you're just there. And how do you're just there. How do you expect to actually get somewhere if you're ambling around, right? You're just walking. And in a way, if you're... trying to figure out how I want to say this. Trying to get the right words. Be aloof with a purpose. There we go. Be aloof with a purpose, right? You just here and you're existing. Great. Simply exist. It's okay for you to simply exist, but simply exist with a goal in mind. You won't have to worry about how you're going to get there and things, but be intentional about that, right? You just making your way through the crowd, all right, cool, but don't just be following the crowd just to do it. I need you to be making my way to this house, making my way and down this way, passing the shops, going to the bakery, getting me some bread. Nah, 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 nah. You know, all right. Um, be intentional about how you go through things. Be intentional about how you're moving through the crowd. And that's the way that you can be unstuck. That's the way if you're trying to figure out why it's not happening because there's no direction. And here's the thing about energy. Like, energy is neither destroyed nor created. It simply is there. And so it needs to be conducted. You ever been in a pool? I mean, you ever been in a lightning storm or whatever? You ever been around a lot of electricity? Yes, you have. But anyway, you've noticed how electricity always has to have something to go through. Energy has to be put into a place. Things want order. Sounds weird, but things want order. So electricity, energy, it needs to be moved through things. It's going to move through something. It's going to go through it. So you in a lightning storm, you got a lot of energy going around, you got a lot of electricity, you put a metal rod in the middle of the thing, it's going to go through. They are going to be attracted to the metal rod. It's going to move through it. It's going to now has a clear path and you can use it to what you need to do. There's a better metaphor there. I ain't gonna lie to you, there's a better metaphor. Better metaphor, all right? So you got this energy, right? You got a light bulb, right? You got a lamp, light bulb, whatever. You're looking at the light bulb, you're like, why is it not going? Why is it not doing it? Why is it not shining? It's not shining because it's not connected. You got a lamp, you want your lamp to shine, you want your lamp to give you light. It can't do it because it's not connected. What do you have to do? Connect the lamp to the power source. The power source is your chaos. It's the thing that your energy. You're just here. Your light bulb is your purpose. I need you to get that little wire. Let's get some intention. Your intention is your wire. Connect your attention to your energy. Bam, light bulb, light. Whatever it is that you're trying to pursue, that's what you got. I love how I didn't even need a card for that. But yeah, I hope that helps somebody. I don't know. You have to have purpose and intention with your energy. Otherwise, it's just gonna be there and it's gonna be just potential. We want kinetic. We want mechanical. You want light. We don't just want potential energy. Potential energy does nothing for us. It does nothing until you apply it somewhere. All right. What else we got? Oh. I looked at it. So what came out was the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Coins. There is a song, and I don't know how many of y'all are old enough to remember this. Wow, that makes me sound old. But I'm not that old. I'm still in my 20s. Anyway, there is a song by a man who goes by the name of Chameleonaire. Who went by the name of Chameleonaire. I'm pretty sure he doesn't even really answer that no more. But he has a song called In Love With My Money. And that song popped in my head when I saw this. Friend, what they want you to do is just go ahead and focus on what you got. Focus on your money. Focus on your coin. You see the beautiful grapes? Focus on you. Okay? And things will come after. Nine of coins. You have everything you need within you. You have your resources. Believe in yourself. Put yourself to the test. Put yourself to work. You have these skills in these resources. You have a computer, you have a resource. You got Wi-Fi, you got a resource. You got a phone, you have a resource. You got a table, you got a resource. You got paper and a pen, you got a resource. You got the ability to speak, think clearly, and stand or sit. You have a resource. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is that you don't need big fancy things to get what you need to get done. It don't have to happen like that. I promise you. Start small. Start small. You got this. Okay? Focus on you. Focus on what you have within you to build up to what you want. All right? Use what you have to get what you want. All right? Yep. And this is definitely about some money. Why? Because the Three of Coins. Three of Coins is happiness. More than just happiness, but community. Community, celebration, people helping you out. When people see when you started, when you take the first step, all right, you're here and you're like, okay, how do I get started? Start. And I ain't gonna lie to you, as someone who hates to be told just to do something excuse me, as someone who hates to be told just to start something and just to do it without there being actual instruction on how to start, that's why I'm like, how do I do this? Just do it. Okay, yeah, but how? How do I do this? You know, I need step one. You know, well, you ain't gotta give me steps, but I like to be told, do this, grab this, you need this, and this. You go here, you start on here. Thank you. And then I can go from there. So yeah. Um, so yeah, friend, you can do it. You got this. So how do you start? Look at what you have. Go do your research. You start by doing research. You start by putting together a plan, right? You start by getting out there. So this is something that is a doing. It's something that you do. Go do it. Set up a table. Go make your crafts. You already are good at what you want to sell, right? Make your craft. Go find you a market. If you got to do recon first and see which ones is best, go attend the market. See what the outcome is like. See what the turnout is like. And then once you get that, go email, DM, whatever have you, call the people who organize that festival or organize other festivals. Get your brand out there. Hey, I see that you guys are doing this. I would like to vend. I see you guys are doing this. I would like to be a part of it. That's how you go and do it. That's the first step. Those are those steps. That's how you get into it. Yeah, it may be just a little bit. It may just you may not be getting a big old crowd of people yet, but that's okay because you're just starting. No one is expecting you to start and then you just take off. You should not expect that, because you got to work. You got to do your part and get up there. You got to build up there. All right. Oh, this is almost a 30-minute video. I did not know it was going to be this long. Well, it's a 20-minute video. I didn't know it was going to be this long. But anyway, I hope whoever is enjoying it, y'all that been here for a while, thank you. I got this state of your, thank you. Thank y'all for being in here with me. I appreciate y'all. We're going to switch it up real quick. The last time before I get up out of here, I'm going to use my Modern Witch deck. All right. Ooh, this little air feels good. Shout out to the fan. Shout out to my bestie for getting me the fan. I love how they give me songs. I enjoy when they give me songs and like other forms of media to get the message across. It's a fun little way. They're like, yeah, here you go. I say that and they give me another song. Anyway, what popped in my head was You dropped the bomb on me. By the Gap Band. No, people is not getting, this is not a war thing. No, but this is more like someone is getting messages, they're getting news, and the news is going to be like, ooh, it's going to be shocking, all right? It's going to feel like, dang, that really messed me up. Like, now I have to pivot. Once it comes to you're going to have to pivot. So, let me tell you, I'm not going to be able to let you know, like, I'm not going to tell you that, you know, it will affect you. But there's nothing you can really do to stop this from happening. You can't stop it because it's already occurred. But what you can do is put together a plan. What you can do is look at what you have around you and make something shape. You're gonna have to make some moves. You're gonna have to stick and move. All right. You can't just sit there and be like, oh no, that sucks. Nah, because if you sit there, the tower is gonna fall around you, and you're gonna be looking up like, why do I not have a tower anymore? What happened? What happened to it? You see that? You see the foundation crumbling? You need to make some moves. Let me get what I got. Let me go in the kitchen. Let me get my bread. Let me get my staples. Let me go get my clothes. Let me get what I want. I'm gonna get up out of here. That's what you need to do. What's up with the council next door? Can I go stay there? Is there an inn? How do I rebuild? Your count? Okay, yeah, your tower is down, but what do you do now? Do you go and just say forget it and wallow in misery, or are you going to go and rebuild? Are you going to rebuild? Are you going to go and look at what other resources there is? Are you going to look at a different design? Because we know the last one ain't work. We know that last tower was old, outdated. It wasn't looking good and it had to be remodeled. All right. That's why it collapsed. The foundation was broken. So what do now? You go and you gather materials, you source things, and you rebuild and you build back better, newer, shinier. And if you can't build back in that spot, you go scope out a new place. And you make it better, bigger, cozier, more ethnic, more environmentally friendly. I was about to say more ergonomic, but I don't know what a tower got to do with being ergonomic. I don't know. It could just be really comfortable. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. All right, that's the point. Go build back better. Don't just sit in the rubble. Bomb that. Hangman. All right, so I was just talking about the tower. Wasn't I just talking about that? I was. So we're gonna take that as a precursor to this. But tower, 6 of Swords, moving on to new things. Bigger or better. 10 of Pentacles. Hermit. Look, see? Look, I done gave you the message already. Pretty much. All right, so things happen. You got some bad news. You got some news in general. Now you got to stick and move. Be reassured that things will be okay. You're going to be okay. And when you build back, you're going to be stable. You're going to come out of this whole situation better than when you started. You know? You're going to come out of this situation better than when you started. And that's really it. So remember, bombshell, bomb gets dropped, things blow up, situation gets taken away. You cannot stay in the status quo. The status quo literally cannot exist anymore. So you must move on. And because you've done that, you pick up the pieces, you look around, you strategically see, can I stay here? 9 out of 10, you cannot stay here. You have to move on. So you move on, you have it smoother. You find that it's actually easier to move. You find that things fall into place. You find that it's a smoother process to pick up what you got, to gather what survived, what you can salvage, and you move on. All right? That's really the main thing. Move on and spend a little time within you. The hermit is here. So that means that you got to be with you for a little bit. All right? You may need to spend some time alone. Because in your alone time, you're figuring out, how do I move? How do I make this happen? What can I do? Right? What can I do? How do I do it? So make that decision. And know that in the end, you're going to be okay. You'll be just fine. You'll have more money. You'll be more secure. All of that good stuff. All right? And on that note, I hope this helped. All right? Don't mind Top Flight barking in the back. But you are okay. You are safe. You are protected. You are loved. I wish you 1,000 blessings. Y'all be good.